Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Thursday, August 13th, 2026. EtherFi releases a major app upgrade, Blockdaemon migrates its validators to Obol DVT, Peer releases a mobile app, and Trezor suffers a customer data leak. All this and more starts right now. EtherFi released an app update adding tokenized stocks and metals trading, a dedicated Aave v4 lending market on OP mainnet, and expanded fiat rails covering new currencies. The asset additions include tokenized stocks and metals issued by X stocks, available across multiple chains and held in non-custodial EtherFi vaults with social recovery. New on and off ramps include Cash App, Apple Pay, Interact, and Lemon Pay. EtherFi also upgraded its credit market to Aave v4 on OP mainnet, allowing users to borrow against their full portfolio at current DeFi rates of around 4% APY. The Aave v4 integration uses Aave's hub and spoke model with one capital pool and multiple collateral types, allowing EtherFi to fine-tune market configurations and risk management. EtherFi Cash previously ran on an in-house credit backend. Blockdaemon, a staking infrastructure provider, is consolidating all of its Lido staking operators into Obol distributed validators as part of Lido's curated module v2 migration into 0x02 withdrawal credentials. Consolidation allows validators to hold up to 2048 ETH per key. Since consolidation concentrates stake per key, it makes it even more critical to maintain uptime and security. Blockdaemon will operate its validators as distributed validators rather than on single machines. Obol's DV setup splits validator keys across a cluster of independent nodes using its Charon client. Peer released an iOS and Android app, bringing its peer-to-peer USDC on and off ramp to mobile. The app lets users buy USDC on Base directly from Venmo, Cash App, Revolut, Wise, and PayPal. App features include sniping discounted USDC listings, auto top-up for earning balances, and leveraged trading. Peer says the app already has over 5,000 beta users already on the platform. The marketplace matches stablecoin to fiat and fiat to stablecoin orders directly between users. And lastly, Trezor, a leading hardware wallet provider, suffered a data breach at one of its third-party fulfillment partners, Shipmonk, resulting in the leakage of personal information for roughly 13,700 customers who ordered hardware wallets in recent months. Of those affected, 11,742 customers suffered a full data breach, including name, email, phone number, and shipping address information. Impacted users include those who placed orders between May 10, 2026 and August 8, 2026 across the US, UK, Sweden, Colombia, Brazil, Italy, and Portugal. Trezor says the scope was limited due to a 90-day data retention policy it applies on itself and requires of its fulfillment partners, meaning older records were either deleted or anonymized. The company is warning affected users to expect an increase in targeted phishing attacks. However, physical wrench attacks are also a risk. In other news, Justin Drake announced that the Ethereum Foundation is dropping the Poseidon hash function and targeting Lean VM in 2027, and lighter points go live on Robinhood Wallet. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io.